And here in Knoxville this morning, members of UT's ROTC programs took part in a 9/11 memorial stair climb at Neyland Stadium. Cadets climbed the stairs at Neyland to remember the first responders who rushed up the stairs of the Twin Towers to try and save lives. They climbed the equivalent of 110 stories, and that's the height of the towers. Most of the students who participated were not yet born on September 11th, 2001. Still, though, hundreds woke up early to honor the lives lost 24 years ago.
And I didn't have any weight on me. Those firefighters and policemen that were running up those stairs in the World Trade Center had loads of gear on. So it was really a sobering moment to think how much work they were putting in to go save lives. I think you just have to remember why you're doing it, remember who you're here with, and remember what it's for. I mean, this is a very important day for the nation, so you can put that weight on your shoulders as you're running up the stairs in Neyland.
There were over 400 members of the Army ROTC and Air Force ROTC who took part in that climb.
Another stair climb taking place today at Crunch Fitness. Take a look. First responders and members were invited to climb the 2,071 steps to represent those 110 flights of stairs. After completing the challenge on the treadmill and stair climbers there, the members were encouraged to sign their names and how many steps they walked.
Feels awesome to be able to invite people in. Something that we all share together is that we are American. When we share that, we can honor that. We can celebrate being American and honor those who served on that day.
Before the challenge, Crunch team members took time to visit various fire stations to deliver pizza and T-shirts to show their appreciation.
And this morning, KPD Chief Paul Noel and KFD Chief Stan Sharp led Knoxville leaders in honoring those lost to the attacks with a wreath-laying ceremony. At 8:46 this morning, a moment of silence was observed, and this was followed by the ringing of the First Baptist Church bells to mark the time the hijackers crashed American Airlines Flight 11 into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. Leaders then presented the wreath and flowers at the base of that 9/11 monument.
You know, a conversation we had just the other day was a lot of the firefighters that worked for the city of Knoxville now weren't even alive at 9/11, much less working in the fire service when 9/11 happened. So remembering this day is extremely important. Not only remembering those 343 firefighters, but remembering those citizens that died, those folks that were from the city of Knoxville that actually died in the attacks.
The National Fallen Firefighters Foundation's memorial stair climb followed at 9:30 at the Covenant Health Park.
Dozens of volunteers gathered to clean headstones at the grave sites of military veterans in honor of Patriot Day. 30 people worked for hours to clean the headstones and beautify the grounds of Knoxville National Cemetery. This to honor the military and first responders who made the ultimate sacrifice for freedom and as another way to remember September 11th.
Carry the Load is put together Patriots Day in honor of September 11th. It was 24 years ago today. We had a horrific thing happen to our country. These folks are out here to honor the first responders and armed forces that continue to sacrifice for this nation today.
Carry the Load mission is a nonprofit that hosts volunteer events to provide active ways to honor and remember our nation's heroes.